You know that feeling, that knot in your stomach about a big project at work, or maybe you're worried about your family? We all get that. It's a totally normal part of being human. But what happens when that feeling just doesn't stop, when it starts to take over everything? That's what we're going to dig in today, that crucial line between just worrying and an actual anxiety disorder.
So that's the big question, right? Everyone worries. But when does it become something more? How can you tell when that worry crosses a line from just a normal reaction to, well, something that needs a closer look? It's a really important question because figuring that out is the very first step.
All right, so let's get right to it. First things first, we've got to be super clear about the difference between the feeling of anxiety and an anxiety disorder. They sound similar, but they are worlds apart.
Okay, take a look at this. On one side, you've got normal anxiety. That's like you're nervous before a job interview, it's tied to something specific, and then it's over. It's a part of life. But on the other side, with an anxiety disorder, that feeling doesn't really go away. It's not just about one thing. You can feel it in all sorts of situations, and a big one is that if you don't address it, it can actually get worse over time.
So you might be thinking, is this just me? It can feel really lonely when you're going through something like this. But wow, the reality is, it's incredibly common. Let's look at just how common this challenge is.
Get ready for this number, 1 in 3.
Yeah, you heard that right. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, about a third of all adults in the US will deal with an anxiety disorder at some point. That's huge. It just goes to show this isn't some rare thing happening to a few people. It's something that affects so many of us.
And this is why it matters so much. We're not just talking about having a bad day or feeling stressed out. We're talking about something that can seriously get in the way of your actual life, your job, your schoolwork, even your relationships with people you care about.
So anxiety disorder is kind of like a big umbrella term. It's not just one thing. Under that umbrella, you've got several different types. There's generalized anxiety disorder. We're going to zoom in on that one in a sec. Panic disorder, social anxiety, and all kinds of phobias. They're all different, but they all share that same root problem: worry and fear that's just too much, too often.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this, let's take a closer look at one of the most common ones, generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD for short. This will help us see what it can actually feel like.
So what exactly is GAD? Well, the official definition says it's when you have this constant, uncontrollable worry, happening most days for at least 6 months. The words that really jump out there are constant and uncontrollable. It's not just worrying, it's feeling like you literally can't turn it off.
So what causes this? Man, that's the tricky part. It's not just one thing, it's super complex. It could be related to your brain chemistry, specifically the parts that handle fear. But it can also be a side effect from medicine or tied to other health problems. And of course, big life stressors or dealing with a long-term illness can trigger it too. Usually, it's a mix of a bunch of different things.
And here's something that is so important to get. This is not all in your head, not even close. When your body's in this constant state of high alert, it takes a serious physical toll. The symptoms are absolutely both mental and physical.
Just look at this list. It really shows you how it hits from all sides. Of course, you've got the mental stuff, like not being able to focus, but then there's the physical side. Your muscles are always tense, maybe you get headaches, or your stomach is always upset. It can mess with your sleep, which then makes you exhausted. And being tired just makes anxiety worse. It's this brutal cycle. It really shows you how connected our minds and bodies are.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the tough stuff. But now, and this is the most important part, let's talk about what you can do about it. Because there is absolutely hope. There are so many ways to manage anxiety effectively.
The great thing is, there's no single right way to treat this. It's more like a toolbox with a bunch of different options. Sure, medicine can be one tool, but so is counseling. Something called cognitive behavioral therapy is really effective for helping you rewire those worried thought patterns. Things like relaxation techniques, learning new coping skills with a therapist, and even lifestyle changes like getting more exercise. They can all make a massive, massive difference.
And you know what's really encouraging? The science on this is always moving forward. Researchers are working hard every single day to better understand what causes anxiety and to find even better ways to treat it. So we're learning more and more all the time.
Okay, so if anything we've talked about is hitting close to home for you or maybe for someone you care about, the big question is, now what? Where do you even start? Let's go through some really solid resources you can turn to.
This is the most important thing I'll say. If you are in a crisis, if things feel overwhelming, please call or text 988. That number connects you to the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It is completely free, it's confidential, and someone is there to talk 24/7. It's the fastest way to get help when you need it most.
Now, if it's not an immediate crisis, but you're looking for help, here's some fantastic places to start. SAMHSA is great for finding local mental health services right in your own community. The NIMH website is packed with amazing research and info if you want to learn more. And Medline Plus is like a library of trusted articles and resources.
So, we've gone through a lot today. What anxiety is, what it can feel like, and where to go for help. But just understanding all this, that's really only step one. So the real question I want to leave you with is, what's step two? For you or for someone in your life? What's that next step going to be?